how are you beautiful people doing today? Or, in other words,
hey, Jake.
I hope everybody's doing well today. I didn't sleep last night, so I am a sleepy bean. But such is life. These things happen. So, day 49, huh? We've come a long way. We've persevered. We've let very few of our beans actually die. It's time to see what's behind the curtain. It's time to give this Hakma X Bina combo the old college try. I have it on good authority that there's a pretty decent strategy for taking care of Bina in her phases that involves the backwards clock. The trick is having the backwards clock primed and ready to go, having somebody in place who's the appropriate level, and being kind of on deck to just do it. So we're going to bring in, let's see, we're going to bring in some random bozos. Yeah, everybody gets eco gear, but I think these people coming in at level 3, they're going to be up here, right? Because you don't have to be high level to work with any of these abnormalities up here. And we want to have one person for every abno in the upper floors. And of course, we do get a little bit of leeway here whenever we're talking about having 3 abnos and an item. The items can be interacted with in seconds, and a person can pivot very quickly from an item to something else. But I just remembered, Bina does abilities that do enough damage to be able to probably kill somebody who's not level 5. So that is a consideration. That is definitely a consideration. Something I hadn't necessarily thought of until just now. I think it'll be fine. I think we're gonna make lemonade. I think taking everybody up to level... Yeah, taking everybody up to level 4 is, I think, the responsible thing to do. The unfortunate thing is every time we restart the day, we're gonna have to redo all this bullshit that we do. So this prep work is something that we're gonna have to probably do more than once. So the person needs to be level 5 in order to interact with the backwards clock. Means it can be just a random bozo who has had enough points put into them to be able to activate the backwards clock. We don't have to make it we don't have to make them goated. We just literally have to push them just to level 5. All right, what's our lob looking at right now? We've got 115 left over after slapping points in basically everybody who's upstairs. Now, the problem is I think what we're going to be looking at here is I need more folks. But each person I hire costs 19 to hire. That means we can hire just like 4 people. 4 more people. Okay. And that's going to leave us with 5 floaters. Otherwise known as turds. There we go. All right. We have 20 lob left over, which means we could hire somebody. Actually, we could just barely hire another person. Okay, so yeah, I was undershooting it. So it looks like we have six more people that we can slap into different departments. Now there's 2 WoW abnos here. I think they definitely need to be handled. All of these are abnormalities that need to be interacted with. One person could shift out of here into the safety team and we'll have this whole room covered. And then shifting these folks down here Just 2 up here will be enough. And I'm going to move Ferret down here. I'm going to move Mickey down here as well. We're going to leave Hoon and Jeannie up here with a random other person, Alyssa. And kind of what I'm thinking about doing here is trying to shift. I need 1 person up here because of the WoW Abnos, but I'm trying to shift as many good people downstairs as I can and leave the folks upstairs who just are kind of throwaway characters. Now we need to have at least 1 person here for the backwards clock. I'm gonna hedge my bets and I'm gonna go for 2 people here with the backwards clock. With that in place, this downstairs area here is an absolute shit show. I do not have enough people to cover all the stuff that's down here. I just don't have enough people. But we do have a bit of an overflow here. 2 items here. We have 1 extra person we could shift away. With the type of Abnos that we have in the central area, we could shift people downstairs. We'll take Lean and Fatal. We're going to move Daphne back upstairs. We're going to move Kat downstairs. What I'm kind of thinking here is about using the team downstairs, the team that's hanging out downstairs, as kind of the murder hobo team. It's much easier whenever people are organized. Organization. All right, Necro's gonna join this squad over here, and we'll have Julie in this squad as well. And then we can shift Greed over here. I need to have somebody with good resistances. That's going to be Geminiano. Geminiano is going to be the one who jumps into Flesh Idol, just in case it goes off, and we're going to cover it naturally. We're going to have Geminiano there for Flesh Idol. Now we have a he here, which we should be able to handle easily with a Rang or Camille. And then the WoW Abno, we should also be able to handle with either of those. Having level 4 stats should be enough to be able to handle a WoW Abno. That means that we have to keep 1 person here because of nothing's there. That means we can shift Jobby away. So we're going to move Bobby down here. And with that, I think we're kind of set. Of course, Piper needs to be with White Knight. So with all of that in position, we're ready to start slapping ego gear onto people. Now, if I recall correctly, I think Bina does black damage to people just randomly. So I think whatever I end up doing, I need to make sure that I don't allow people to take extra black damage. I think I'll distribute that gear first. Moonlit is pretty good. And then you need a weapon. I suppose any weapon, any kind of weapon will do. Amita gear is kind of meh because you take bonus white damage and you're much more likely to go crazy and die. Okay. I guess Cobalt Scar is not bad. And then we have Akane. Now weak to red. I think we'll do Hornet. And then we need a weapon. Let's do something with a little bit of range. I think I literally don't have any ranged weapons. Perfect. They're all in. No, I have these. Exuviate. I'm going to use the Exuviate. Cool. Georgia. Emma. Sarah. Jeannie. And Alyssa. Susan. and Noah. And then Ego Gear is going to get slapped on pretty much equally as haphazardly as it happened with everybody else. Because I mean, we're scraping the bottom of the barrel here. We don't really have any good Ego Gear left over, unfortunately. I mean, it's all basically better than base stats, but I don't like putting a 20% damage increase on a character this late in the game. It feels irresponsible at best. But we do have a bunch of this ecstasy gear, and the ecstasy gear, you take bonus pale damage, but all of the rest of the damage is reduced by 20%, which I think is probably good all around for this squad. And then we still have two folks down here who are basically naked, and I think these guys, oh man, this is kind of spooking me out. They need to have slightly better gear, I think. But I've used all of the slightly better gear. I think it can't be helped. Okay, yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll set that up. I used the shit out of pause with Bina. That's just a thing that I did. I used the shit out of pause with Bina. I guess when... Oh man, I'm just trying to think, like, when do I... Because Hakma is going to speed up time in the last phase. I'm assuming, I guess I don't know, because Chesed, because I decided to target Jebra, Chesed didn't really come into play. He kind of didn't do anything. And I'm wondering if we get to the point where Bina comes out and then we just never pause and we never move the meltdown timer any further, will we still be able to take him out? This not being able to pause to kill the clerks is going to drive me crazy as well. Here we go. Okay, first things first. Where the shit is White Knight? Okay, down here. That department's clear. This department's got one more person in it. Okay. All right, we're out of bullets. Time to start sending people in to do work. Now we don't have to worry about the shuffle here, which is nice, because people are just going to be able to go and do static work with the Abnos that they're used to. It is going to be troublesome if I get jumped by Bina early and I'm not able to pause the game. That's gonna be a pain in the ass. Spooky, spooky, spooky. I am super nervous. I hope it triggers on, like, at the end of the day, like we had last time. That would be great if we got that at the end of the day. That would give me a little bit more leeway to kill all of the clerks. God damn it. Okay. That's all of the clerks downstairs, with the exception of Central, which is always the last one. Okay, Central's clear. Safety's clear. I have to send Piper back in to work with White Knight again. And then I just realized something that we need to be on top of here, because I can't pause the game. We need to have the red damage team, not the black damage team, the red damage team, which luckily I still have them split. I need to have the red damage team over here, standing next to White Knight, because we are going to get at least a White Dawn, probably more than a White Dawn, though. We're probably going to get a bunch of other bullshit, too. Okay. Yassad's department is clear. Cool. Hod's department is clear. I think we just have like a couple more employees upstairs. Yeah, there's just a lot of agents standing in this room, so I don't really have an opportunity to gun down the clerks whenever they're using my agents as human shields. Okay. All the clerks should be dead now. That means we can jump into our work again and push towards the next day. Remembering, of course, that this next one that triggers is going to activate a fixer. And the fixers are scary, and we need to make sure that we're on top of the fixers. Uh-oh. Punishing Bird is out. It's cooked. Everybody's dead. It's Jover. That's 2. I think we have 2 more activations. Could be wrong, but we'll see whenever this next one activates. I think it's 2. Yeah, we've got 2 more. All right, so that means we'll send you to go work with their Freyshoots, Jimmy Og. Our last work is going to be activated as soon as Piper gets out of here, and I'm just going to do a quick mental sweep of the departments and make sure that they're all clear. Looks like they are. Yikes. Yeah, not having a great time with White Knight over there. Okay, so now we send somebody in to go activate the last one. We'll have you go do a can of well cheers. Random bozo, activate can of well cheers. And then we'll have our agent. Central Command is where it's at, and it's black. Which means as long as we don't intercept it, I think it should leave this area. And once it's in Central, it'll be easier to deal with, I think. Where did it go? There it is. Okay. And we can't forget our meltdowns. Okay, I think that those are all covered now, so we should be fine. Okay. We need to charge this. We'll have Camille activate and charge that. Just, I want it to be ready to go. Trying to keep my hand off the keyboard, trying also to not like have a mini panic attack. It's not necessarily easy for me. I think it says that my heart rate is 86, but yeah, I just shifted the thing. It was confused. It was over 100 there for a second. Luckily, Schadenfreude, I can't really. I mean, like he broke out. I don't know. I was zoomed out. I don't know what I don't know what the game wants from me. I can't help myself. All right, get suppressed, bozo. All right, everybody back to work. I mean, I can't help it if that's like what gets chosen is the black fixer. I just have to, you know, like we've said a million times while playing this, I just have to make lemonade, you know? I have to do the best that I can with what I've got. Now, if Bina does indeed come out at Quillpath Meltdown level 5, we're going to need to be on the ball. Because at Meltdown level 5, we're going to have maybe, potentially, a noon event. We'll have to see whenever we get past this next bit, but it's just as likely that we'll have a noon event. I think more so because we've had standard meltdown. We just had a standard meltdown. It's very unlikely that I'll have another standard meltdown. But this team down here so far hasn't really had to do anything. As long as she doesn't, like, I don't know, do some goofy shit and send stuff down here. The only time I couldn't pause with Bina, and this is why I'm kind of freaking out about this, is the only time I couldn't pause with Bina the first time that I did that fight is at the very, very end. I wasn't allowed to pause, and it was really, really hard. It made the whole process very, very difficult. All right, we're gonna send you two in here. We're gonna wait for White Knight to reset because, goddamn, we almost had a bad experience with White Knight, which would have been bad. All right, now we have to pay attention. We've got meltdowns. There's 2 over here. There's still 1 more available. It's Spiderbud. I see it over here. I'll have Keldy go work with Spiderbud. Come on, come on. What are you doing? Alright, yeah, it does kind of look, it does look like she's gonna pop out. Maybe. I mean, it happened last time with Deborah. I'm going off of my sample size of 1. But if she comes out, at the beginning of 5, we're also gonna have a noon. So we're gonna have 2 fixers wandering around and be unable to pause to handle them. So that means I'm going to need to pay really close attention to what the actual hell is going on. If she spawns in her area, I might be able to summon rabbits into her zone to lock her in there for a little bit. And that might give me a little bit of wiggle room to be able to find the fixers. I don't really want to pay for a pause this early on. And I don't want to, I don't want to sacrifice somebody to pay for a pause at this point. And I also kind of don't want to, I don't want to use my my backwards clock either. That's a valuable asset right now. Well, I have to push forward. I need to stop stalling. I need to just push forward. Any old work will do because we don't need the energy to make it through the day. All we have to do is make sure that we take out Bina. Makes me so goddamn nervous. All right, this is 1, 2, 3, more works. 4, more works. Bop, 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 bop. I think that'll leave us with 2 left. Why are you out? Emma's just that bad. And I think whenever you have your Quillpuff counter, or the Quillpuff counter has a chance of lowering if you're, you have a lower chance to succeed if you have over 2 temperance with her, I think, or with that fragment of the universe, I think. So that's why she got out. All right. Now the next activation that we get is going to trigger probably Bina and a shit show with the White Noon. But if I play my cards right, I shouldn't need to deal with another meltdown. Please lobotomize me, my queen. Chasing since the 90s. Is that so? Jesus Christ. Welcome to the stream. God damn. The people we meet, the people we have the fine opportunity to meet online these days. How are you doing today, Chasing? Should I just call you Chaser? Is that okay? All right, here we go. I might pause. I think I'm gonna pay the toll. I'm pausing. It looks like I got lucky and the I was born in 2002, so that's not true. Okay. I was born in 87, so you never know. Like I said, the people we have the fine opportunity of meeting these days. Okay, so holy shit. Look at this mess right here. So what I'm looking at here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 total. 13 total meltdowns spread all throughout the facility. Now, I have a couple of options here. And I'm genuinely reconsidering my backward clock option because I think backward clock might also make the fixers go away too. I think it does. And because of that, I'm going to send we're going to sacrifice Camille. You were bald, you were awesome. and you were awesome because you were bald. So we're going to sacrifice Camille. Would you travel 500 miles more? I would walk 10,000 miles. And yes, I would go. I mean, like if you already are if you're already 10,000 miles in, what's another 500 miles? Doesn't even matter. No pressure, no stress, no problem. All right. So once Camille uses backward clock, maybe we can charge it again? A sunk cost fallacy. Let's go. It's true. That is true. That's we were just discussing in the Discord earlier about the 87. I look 20. Oh, sweetie. Thank you. I'm full grown. You didn't even notice the title? Yeah, I've already forgot. I didn't sleep last night. So I have also already forgotten the title. This is dicey. I actually, because I spent a pause here, I'm changing my mind. Because I spent a pause here, I'm not actually going to go do this. I'm going to send you over here. I'm going to address these meltdowns. God damn, Meat Lantern is going to melt down too. And you guys know what happens when Meat Lantern melts down. All right, Meat Lantern is making me reconsider this entire thing. Because Meat Lantern can bump my elbow hard enough to just fuck the run. And because I can't pause, that also creates a pretty massive problem. If I don't do Meat Lantern, then Meltdown of Dark Fog is gonna... You love Meat Lantern. He's just gonna get a snack. Yeah, he's gonna eat me. Generally speaking, I'm not into punishment. Sorry to disappoint. Okay, so with the squad that we have here, obviously Piper is going to need to take care of White Knight. Piper can't really leave that space anyway. I have to do Meat Lantern. I don't really have a choice because it's a Meltdown of Dark Fog. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my goats, the people, I'm going to utilize the shit out of this pause, by the way. Daphne is panicking. I guess Daphne would have died and got saved by the panic thing. You're just gonna transition and live a normal life. I mean, I'm not going to. I would also not consider my life to be particularly normal. I live a pretty awesome life, but I would hardly call it normal. All right, so we have to address the fixers. That red fixer is cooked already, I can tell. Let's call the rabbits and see where we have more hostile entities. Looks like a training team. Just stand here. If anyone walks into my mouth, that's hardly my fault, no? You know, you've got an excellent point. How could a person even consider arguing with you? Here's a question. If I take you and I send you down here, what's the work time? 32? 32, 32. That's too fast, I think. Yeah, if the work takes less than 40 seconds. Your facility looks barren. I spent all of my lob on hiring new chuds before I started today, so I have no idea what you mean. All right, Geminiano is going to die if I can't pull him out of there in 30 seconds. So once Geminiano gets in there, I have to start a counter basically for 30 seconds. We have to send somebody in to work with crumbling armor. I guess that'll be Laverne. And then we have a choice to make here. I think we're going to send Doomhauer in to work on this Meltdown of Gold rather than Suppress. And that's because Doomhauer has the fist. And rather than get up inside Bina and fist the hell out of her, I think we're going to use the sniper rifles because that gives us a bit more, it gives us more uptime on our attacks. Like, we spend less time walking and more time actually gunning her down, which is the goal. That's like ever the point. Okay. I think one of you guys might actually die to the naked nest. That's scary. Somebody is going to need to jump in and work with Fragment of the Universe. All of these are low except for Repression and Attachment. Okay, let's do... Jeez. Jeez Louise. Let's do Repression work there. And then we'll send you to go to Therazia. And I think that basically covers everything except for Meat Lantern. Somebody's going to need to go up and interfere with Meat Lantern. Also, where is this other bozo? Shit. I cannot be chasing around Daphne right now. Sorry, Daphne. We're going to just need to take care of you later. I can't be chasing you around right now. It's a shit show. Where the hell? I think it might be one of those things. It's in the training team. But obviously we can't see it. It's got to be outside of, or it's got to be in between rooms. I think this door is open right here, which it's probably in between one of these two rooms. We've got a red down here, and we don't get a pale until dusk. So that means we have a white upstairs, and we have a response team that is specifically built for this. Unfortunately, I only see two right here. I think Fatal is the other person on that response team, but I think sending these two up here would be good. Yeah, the music is not audible because I've been paused too long. If I pause long enough in the game, the music stops. You'll see when I unpause, the music is going to kick back in. Okay. The last thing I need to do is I need to send somebody to go work with Meat Lantern. And I think that's going to be... We're going to send Kat to go work with Meat Lantern. 23 seconds. I think that's as low as I can get it. Or as high, rather. I think that's as high as I can get the work. 30 seconds. Yeah, that's not going to cut it. 32 seconds. Not going to cut it. Their temperance stat is just too high to work with Meat Lantern. All right, so yeah, it doesn't really matter then. Meat Lantern is definitely going to break out, and I'm going to have to deal with it. I just know it. He's going to kill he's going to kill people. This is just ass. This is ass. This is bad. I'm going to have to manually find where he went and get his ass. All right. Everybody else who isn't working can go on to suppress. Fatal, definitely. On your 4th trip back to the pause buffet, making the most of your all you can think. It's true. It's true. I genuinely, I absolutely hate this death mechanic. I mean, I knew someone was going to die. Daphne technically survived, but she's panicking right now, and I don't have the bandwidth to go chase her down and get her back. I guess I could send Jeannie and Alyssa and Gimiog, Mabel, and Brown all do white damage. We could go suppress her like that. All right. All of the things are addressed. The only thing I need to do is, well, I have three things I need to do. I need to redirect somebody over to this meltdown immediately after they check in the mirror. And then I need to get somebody off of Therazia. And then I have to count to 30 to get this person off of Flesh Idol so that they don't die. But we're ready. Here we go. Unpausing. All right, you get out of Therazia. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 28, 28, 29, 30. All right, you get out of there. Why are there so many people out right? Why are there so many Abnos out right now? Oh, of course. It popped up right in the fucking hallway. Anybody, get into the fucking clock. Who's here? Sorry, Necro. I love you, buddy. You're doing it for God. You're doing God's work. You're doing it for Mama. He died for Mama. Yeah, the Arbiter appeared alongside Fixers. It did not handle her meltdowns. Not all of them, at least. We might be in another bugged situation here. I don't know what the shit just happened, but backward clock did not work as advertised. I don't like backward clock. Y'all tell me backward clock is goated. Every single time I've tried to use it, it doesn't do what I'm told it does. This is cooked. Yeah, Bina's bugged again. Also, I can't deal with all this bullshit going on. I can't handle this. I did my bestest. I tried. I don't know why this bitch broke out. I did specifically the work that it's not supposed to get pissed at, and yeah, it's cooked. God damn it. After the lights have been turned on, backward clock can be activated. However, it can only be utilized once per day, so please use it wisely. Employees under level 5 are strictly forbidden from making any contact with backward clock after it is fully charged. Only level 5 employees can use backward clock normally. Backward clock will send all except the operator to the most peaceful time of the day. That's I mean, like, what? Yeah, but like, what the fuck's the point of backward clock then? Like, genuinely, what the actual fuck is the point of backward clock if it's not going to? I don't know. I've never been so overwhelmed by meltdowns that I felt like it was necessary for me to sacrifice an employee to reset the meltdowns. Like, I don't understand that shit. It didn't work whenever we had a midnight event, which is the only time, that's the only dangerous event. It didn't work whenever we were having mass meltdowns. It didn't work on Gebra to push her past her phase. It, like, what does it actually do? I don't want speculation anymore. I just want to know what it actually does so that I know if I'm wasting my time or not. Because maybe it does this, maybe it does that. I mean, I've never actually looked it up. I've just gone off of what everybody said. Necro says the backward clock is goated, but doesn't tell me why. Keldy says I can use it to clear all of the meltdowns, and clearing all of the meltdowns, yeah, capturing escaped entities. It didn't do that though. I used it, and not Big and Will, Little Red Riding Hooded Mercenary for some reason was out. I don't know why, but like There was a whole bunch of shit going on there, and like I didn't see any noticeable difference from what backward clock does. The thing I'm kind of thinking is it changes the time of day back to like the beginning of the day, which is what I saw in the beginning. It just resets the day. It takes everybody back to the beginning of the day. And that means that you don't have to worry about dusk or noon or whatever. It just sends you back. So people are saying from like 5 years ago, people are saying they use it for Bina's phase too. That's why I'm confused. The wiki says bosses are immune, but I could swear it skips boss phases. It did not skip. I've used backward clock 3 times on different bosses. I used it on Gebra, I used it on the Claw, and I used it on Bina right now. Did not skip any of the phases. Canceling meltdowns and escapes is the intended listed effect, so I don't know. So what you're saying here is I'm running into yet another bug that is exclusive to me, and the backward clock is specifically not working to do the thing that it's supposed to do whenever I did it, but she didn't lose her resistances. What do you mean? Everything looks okay on my end. I'm on wiki. I'm on not wiki. I'm on Reddit, looking to see if there's any bugs. It pauses for a second and then it came back. Okay. Arbiter is specifically immune. Okay, love that. Love that. So you're saying that the backward clock doesn't work on the Arbiter. It doesn't work on her meltdowns? According to the wiki, all the bosses are immune. Okay, so it doesn't work on her meltdowns then? Because if it doesn't work on her meltdowns, then there is no reason for me to use backward clock or have somebody on deck to use it. Why? I guess I've been, it's a classic misdirection. I've been misled into thinking that clock is good, but it's actually dog shit. Yeah, I mean, it like I guess what I could have done is the second that it switched into that phase, I could have clicked backward. It has uses. Yeah. Says one of my friends. One of my friends says it has uses. Yeah, no, I'm fucking with you, Necro. I get it. I'm sure that it has uses. I'm sure you made it look stylish and cool, and with you it was goated with the sauce. But so far, as I'm able to tell, with me, it does not do that thing. All right. So that strategy didn't work. I think I relied a bit too heavily on backward clock. We pushed her through phase 1 like super easy. It was barely an inconvenience. Phase 2 is gonna be a lot. And I think rather than pausing, I paused in phase 1. I'm wondering, maybe what I should do is have backward clock primed to clear out the ordeal that comes out. So the ordeal that comes out, say we have a noon ordeal, a noon of white, that's going to spawn 2 baddies that I don't want to think about them. I don't want to have to deal with them. They can get me killed. I think they got somebody killed. I don't want to deal with them. So we just don't. We just poof, don't think about it. And we move everybody into that spot where Bina is. We activate the backward clock as soon as she spawns in. You basically get 2 pauses, so you can strategize phase 1 and phase 1 and 2. What do you mean I get 2 pauses? Because one pause drove somebody insane. I got lucky and it didn't kill them. It just drove them insane. And then another pause after that would potentially kill 2 people. So what do you mean I basically get 2 pauses? Yeah, yeah, let him die. What if it's you, boo-boos? What if it's you? I'm gonna, this is spoilery, but I have to know, because it's going to completely change the way that I play. Is there a day, like a day 50 that I have to play, and I need to keep a good number of people alive for it? Or can I Unga Bunga Bina and make sure she goes down and end with a skeleton crew or like 2 people? Or will that fuck me if I do that? If you survive with 1 employee, then you can't fail day 50. Cool. Awesome. Cool. All right, then that's what we're gonna try again. I will utilize pause a bit more willy-nilly this next time. Of course, when we slip into phase 3, if it's me, let me die for the cause. I'm not gonna sacrifice you willy-nilly. We're gonna if we're gonna throw you to the wolves, we're gonna do it, but I'm not gonna sacrifice you all willy-nilly. God damn. My allergies have been an absolute mess today. I took medicine. I have an inhaler and everything, and I took it last night, but I still could not get myself to sleep. It was bad. All right, yeah, let's get it on then. Beat your meat lantern. I gotta tell you, meat lantern is actually fucking me. Not literally, but like actually. I have no idea how you would make it through this day, through this this absolute clusterfuck without suppressing Bina. Like one of the options is to not suppress Bina. How would you do that? I have no idea. I guess the answer would be get good. I don't think there's a scenario where a heroic meat lantern death is beneficial, but death to protect Lanty's home, maybe. Yeah, the problem with meat lantern is if we get a meat lantern meltdown. Now correct me if I'm wrong. I'm genuinely asking. I want to know. My understanding is the gray meltdowns, the fog meltdowns, those are the ones that I absolutely have to do in order to lower her shield. The gold meltdowns I can ignore, but they do damage, right? Like they have another negative they have another negative effect that they apply. Is that, am I like in the ballpark? I think gold does the stun on her. Okay, I thought it was completely the other way around because I guess she's just bugged, and I guess fuck me, because what I did before is I thought the gold was the one, so I did all of the golds, and I missed a fog, and she didn't get stunned, and she didn't get her damage resistance is lowered. So I thought that meant it was the other way around. But if what you're telling me is true, then I have it backwards, and she just has bugged out on me more times than she has not bugged out on me. Okay, so I was correct. Dark Fog is the one that I need to... Okay, so Gold does a stun, but Dark Fog takes away her resistances. Got it. Okay, okay. This boss is ass. I hate her. Bina's cool. Design-wise, character-wise, the way she moves, the way she behaves, her character is absolutely cool as fuck. But as a mechanic, her causing my facility, which is hectic as fuck, to melt down and making it so I can't pause, hate it. Absolutely, absolutely putrid vibes. Dog shit. I hate it. Part of the problem with Bina is it could have worked as intended, but there's roughly 5 million things to keep track of you might have just missed. That's true. That's true. And I am prone to making mistakes. I've been told before I need to pay better attention. And that is like the truest thing. If you've ever played card games or board games with me, you know exactly what you know exactly what's going on there. I get lost in the sauce. I'll go on a tangent, like defending some rule concept that I thought was true with absolutely no basis. I just didn't read the card correctly. I like arguing with my friends in real life. I like arguing with my friends online too. That's fun. Necro, we did a bit of that while playing Satisfactory. That's fun. Before you nuked me, remember? Remember? Kaboom. That was hilarious. I couldn't breathe. I was laughing so hard I couldn't breathe. Literally, if you had asked me the number of like list a number of things that are going to happen to you today while playing a video game. My friend detonating and like luring me into a spot with a sign that's misspelled intentionally to make me stand there, critique, and read it just long enough for you to get a safe distance away and then detonate a nuke at my feet. That would have been the last thing. That was not on my bingo card for that day. Not even close. All right, we need to get this team where White Knight is. I guess they're already kind of here. All right, so backward clock is charged. We are going to use it on... I know it's silly to use it on Bina's first phase, technically, but I think if we use it on Bina's first phase... All right, where is it? It's up top. Yeah, it's white and it's up top. Y'all need to get out of there. Luckily, I don't think white does anything unless there's something for it to attack. Okay, we need our pale damage goats. Gonna have to do a teensy bit of micromanagement here, but my god, that sound. The thwack, thwack, thwack. No, don't die, don't die! Don't die, get out of there! Stop! Oh god. This one is such a pain in the ass to micro. Also, being unable to pause means I can't, like, run ahead of her as effectively. I keep getting little spots of lag. Oof. Okay, she's cooked. Good God. She just takes forever to kill. I didn't have Fatal there, so it took significantly longer this time, but man, what a pain in the butt cheeks. Okay, next one is going to trigger the activation. Yep, okay. So we just wait. Because we do have a white noon. I want to make sure that we cover all of these because we will have a black and a red this time. I don't know if it's lucky or unlucky to have a noon now, right? Because I don't know. We'll see. If we get a dusk whenever she spawns, I'm going to be irritated. No, like, no bullshit. It's going to irritate me. Okay, let's trigger it. Taking a sweet pimp time getting there. Oh, black is exactly in the spot that I thought it was going to be in. Y'all get in here. Fuck him up. Black goes straight for White Knight like 99% of the time. Ridiculous. Oh, shit. Keldy can do work up here. Okay, and then we're set. I forgot about Black's one quirk where it causes everything in the area to go meltdown. Including White Knight. Okay, armaments are cooked. We still have clerks alive somehow. Alright, that one's dead. Alright, yeah, literally one clerk was alive and somehow didn't die to that laser. After today, remember to go to your codex and do the long dig through the codex for which Abno isn't at level 4 observation. You think I have an Abno that's not at level 4 observation? I thought that there was an Abno that I didn't see, but you know what? You're probably right. There's probably some Abno that I researched and I got all the details for, and then I did a memory repo, and my my dumb brain is I'm gonna have to go through and do the entire game again. I don't know, man. I don't know. I might just look up the story. I'm not gonna lie. Well, then again, going through the game, knowing everything that I know one more time might not be as bad, but man, I guess I wouldn't get White Knight. There's several things that I would do differently. Don't want to think about that. You throwing me off. Throwing me off. I tried to get all of the data, all of the information on the Abnos as I went along, but just like with the mirror, which I had used a bunch of times, and then I had done like a memory repo at some point. It has to be a backer Abno or some kind because Bina requires you to get all the base game ones. No, Keldy was right. Bina requires you to just have all of the ones inside your facility at 100%. But I did a peruse through all of the abnormalities in order. On the wiki, I went through and I just made sure that I've actually seen all of them, and I have seen them all. I don't know what I like don't have all the information for, but in the base game, I should have seen everything. But I don't know. Keldy's right. I've made mistakes before with Abno data, and I might have made another mistake, forgotten to write something down, and made a whoopsie goof. It's happened before. It'll happen again. We've got 4 meltdowns coming up next. Like she said, Bina just requires you to have 100% of the ones in the facility currently. Mirror of Adjustment was blocking the quest. Yeah, as soon as I got Mirror of Adjustment maxed out, it completed the quest for me. That's true. That is whack, because it was not as advertised. I thought I had to get all of them in order to get past Bina's quest. All right, so here we go. Regular old meltdown, but this is going to cause, this is the one that will cause her to spawn. And I think this will be a pause. Yeah, we're going to pause here. Once she does her pulse, we're going to pause. Fucking meat lantern again. Necro is dead. It had to be one of the goats. It had to be. Regular ass smartphone. It's just a normal phone. Piper. Let's see. We can have Orang do this work here. Fucking Meat Lantern. I have 1 minute before Meat Lantern breaks out, and I'm gonna have to deal with it. I'll send Mickey down here to you. Laverne over to you. Genie. And we'll have Alyssa grab that. This squad of bozos up here. Alright, I think that's all of the ones upstairs. Now I need to handle this guy. I do not want to send Keldy up there. It's such a waste. Can't believe Necro died. Makes me sad. Makes me a sad panda. I'll be back, trust. You're always with me in my soul. That's gotta count for something. Alright, then Camille can go in there. Alright, so I think everybody's assigned. We still do have 4 regular old meltdowns that are going on, though. That I can't see right now. Like, I know Meat Lantern is one of them, but you see Meat Lantern is not phased in at all as a meltdown. They have the clock above their heads. Maybe that's the ticket. Yeah, there we go. Funeral of Dead Butterflies has the clock above their head. So we can take one of you guys. And let's see, where's the other clock? Up, down here. Old Faith and Promise. We'll have Camille go over to here. And then we'll have Greed go to Spiderbud. That almost covers all of the meltdowns. Meat Lantern is basically a guaranteed pop out. I'm just gonna let him pop. Yeah, we're just gonna it's gonna be what it's gonna be. We're gonna make lemonade. Alright, now the only thing that I need to pay attention to aside from Meat Lantern breaking out is I need to send somebody up here to after they touch the mirror, I need to send them up to the fairies. But here we go. She's taking bonus damage. She is not stunned, though. What the actual fuck just happened? What the fuck just happened? Why did everybody in the group just die? God, that's so aggravating. Guys, what are you doing? Get in there. Holy shit. Alright, everybody in the murder team just died. I'm pausing. Fucking goddamn it. I don't know what she hit me with that did that much damage. Yum Yum is dead. I'm totally blown. I have no idea what she hit me with that caused Cat to die. Who else died? We lost Julie. Falgrim is panicking. And Necro died before. Yum Yum died from the pause. And Cat died. I don't know what she could have possibly hit me with that did that much damage. That went through her. It must have been Pale. She must have hit me with Pale damage or something. Because that just murked the shit out of my characters. That sucks. Is the final department 100% full? Yes, the final department is 100% full. But those people are assigned to work right now. All right, who is up here? Lean, Kirgo, Chaldean, Doomhauer. Also, we're paused right now. I want to take a peek and see where Meat Lantern is. Training room? No, that's a different hostile entity. There he is. Up there. Well, he is in an isolated spot right now, so not particularly scary. Falgrim is... I think Falgrim's cooked. I think Falgrim's just gonna die. I'm going to use the backward clock now. I'm going to send one of the random bozos in to go use it. I thought she was supposed to get stunned. She did not get stunned. And that genuinely, that irritates me. She just completely ignored me. Walking right by, and for some reason, like all of the people who are on my why the fuck is Jax panicking? She was like on the other side of the room. It's gotta be. I'm gonna have to like rewind, and there's probably something that happened that I just completely missed, that like she did an attack that hit everybody and I just missed it. That's probably what happened. All right. Oh my god. Yeah. My entire murder hobo team is cooked. Like everybody's dead. All right, let's see if we can This is as good as I can do because we only get the one pause. After this, if we do manage to push her into the next phase, it's gonna be on like Donkey Kong, no pausing. I'm just looking. I don't see. Like, Fatal almost died. Fatal almost took a sufficient amount of sanity damage to die. That's insane to me. Almost everybody wearing Aleph gear is dead. This is not good. Yeah, we just got a ton of random bozos here, and more than half of our squad is dead or completely out of commission. This is bad. Well, we have no choice but to press on. All right, here's my idea. Get everybody out of that department. Hit the button. Send in the bunnies. Jax, why are you insane? Stop it. All right, here we go. Why is White Knight not being, like, why did White Knight not get suppressed by that? What the actual fuck? I don't understand. So all of her meltdowns got handled, but she's still not stunned. And I can't do work in Army in Black. She's not taking bonus damage. Backwards clock sucks ass. Period. It's a bait. It's dog shit, and I hate it. And she was able to just walk away from the rabbits. Job's done, I guess. What? She teleported? This is bullshit. The backwards clock is ass. It does so far it has done absolutely nothing on Bina, and the time where it should have cleared White Knight specifically, it did not clear White Knight's thing. So she's not immune to the rabbits. They put portals in the doors that lead you back to the department. Yeah, so she came back into the department, but she's still not taking any damage from them, where she should be, because we took care of all of her meltdowns. Backward clock deleted all of her meltdowns. So backward clock doesn't work on her. Oh, god damn it. I don't know how I'm gonna deal with this. White Knight and Apocalypse Bird are clock proof. So are Midnight Ordeals. Literally everything I learn about the clock makes me hate it. makes me hate it. I hate that I've wasted 2 full runs trying to use this thing, and every single time I've used it, it's bricked the run. I have had to restart. It's like those Target coupons that exclude everything you'd ever want to buy. Except food. Yeah, I don't know. It's like you get 50% off all purchases of expired marmalade. I don't know. Like it's this is ass, and I hate it. Oh man. The rabbits are cool. I just feel like instead of sending Murder Hobo Squad in to fight her, I need to have my team more evenly spread out, and I need to... I mean, I think the backward clock does still have a use, because I could use it if I got stuck at a if I got stuck at an ordeal. I could use it. Both runs were already cooked, and the clock was the last resort to uncook them. I don't think so. I think this run, like, I clicked to go use the clock on phase 2 on this one, and we had taken a lot of damage. The clock would have, if it worked the way that I thought it did, we would have had a shot. But because it didn't work that way, we were cooked, right? Because I invested everything in the clock working and the rabbits doing what it did. I repositioned everybody away from the spaces that they would need to be in, and I locked myself out of the room where she is, where I would need to handle her meltdowns. I could have continued if I hadn't used the clock there. That's what I'm saying. Is like, I see what you mean. You said both runs were already cooked. I disagree. I don't think that run was cooked until I used the clock and blocked her in with the rabbits. But we learned something really important. We learned that we can't rely on the clock at all for the meltdowns. Just absolutely can't rely on the clock at all for meltdowns. It's just useless for meltdowns. So there is only one Aleph down here at the bottom. And we have a full squad of people goated with the sauce down here. I'm curious. I haven't seen any up until this point. I do not think I've seen any of these Abnos on the bottom, any of these 8 meltdown. Is that true? Is that accurate? Does the architecture team not have meltdowns? I feel like I would be better off having like 3 and 3 and then spreading the team around a little bit more. And then having something similar to what I did before, where I had, I think we have Fatal. No idea. Yeah, that's fair. I think where we have our basically our highest DPS folks. Fatal, well, not highest DPS, highest, damage resistance folks be on her and stick to her, and have only those 3 be on her and stick to her. And then have everybody else spread out so that we can handle the meltdowns. It should just be random. Okay, I've just had weird luck with this. Man, if I could delete Meat Lantern from the run, I would. I hope we hit the good RNG where she goes down to Architecture instead of just Central Command. I mean, yeah, if she went down to Architecture, it would be, I think, a bit easier to handle her meltdowns. But as long as she's doing what she's doing, I think we're gonna have to make lemonade. So I'm still gonna have Camille be here to do backwards clock, but I'm gonna move Orang to a different spot. And rather than have Piper babysit, no, I think I'm still gonna have Piper babysit, but instead of having Piper babysit using this gear, I think I'm gonna get rid of this gear on Piper, and I'm gonna bring Bobby into the murder team. So we take we take Bobby's gear, give it to Piper, and then we take Bobby and give Bobby Piper's gear. Now this will give high resistances, but the thing I'm a little bit concernicus about is the ability to maintain damage on her. Having decent gear for the fight is, I think, really important. Now we've got Fatal is going to be running up close. I'm pretty sure the Justicia weapons and the Twilight have very similar ranges. It's medium and medium, but one weapon's medium is different from another weapon's medium, I suppose. I kind of feel like this this one slows. Yeah, decrease enemies' movement speed in the same room when performing a special attack. I kind of want to swap this onto the murder team. Let me check the Decapo special. Nothing special. Okay, yeah, we're gonna use this. And I'll give Kat the Decapo. What WoW weapons aren't equipped? God damn. Just a second, Keldy. I need to finish this train of thought. Otherwise, somebody's gonna come into the next encounter not having any gear. Keldy, Jobby, and Piper follows. Where did it go? Where's White Knight? Up top. Lovely. And then we have Akane switch positions. I'll have Akane go down here. Alright. WoW gear that is not equipped. I don't think my problem is weapon, is like damage output. Just throwing that out there. Let's see. The Crimson Scar and Cobalt Scar hurt your allies whenever your HP is low, so I'm not using those. Green Stem has like meh stats across the board. It just doesn't feel terribly good. There's just, I think, better options. Solemn Lament is pretty nice, and also having white damage to be able to suppress people who go insane is nice. The Ecstasy slows, which is really good for, again, slowing down people who are going insane. Yeah, I don't know. Like, Magic Bullet, I think, would do more harm than good in this case. I don't know. I'm not really seeing anything, that is jumping out at me as something that I should definitely have equipped. Basically, everybody who is engaging in combat is doing so with Aleph gear. So, yeah. Mostly just curious about long-range options, and it looks like you picked them all. Yeah, that's the first thing I did is grabbed all of the long-range weapons. First Aleph weapons, then long-range WoW weapons, and then filler for everything else, because those people probably aren't going to see any action. Also with her, I think it actually, like, if I was able to pause, it would make it, like, it would be better to not have long range. Yeah, we're just going to take another crack at it. And this time, the only reason we would ever use backward clock is if we got Bina and a ordeal at the same time. God damn, my voice. All right, let's get everybody into the right spots first. All right, there we go. So this is going to be our murder team. I kind of, now that I'm looking at it, I kind of need to shuffle a bit. We can move Ferret in here. Ferret will be the one to make sure that the Aleph, nothing there doesn't break out. Otherwise, I think we have pretty much everything else covered, or at least we have enough people to be able to move them into cover. Now I'll get the pause on the one thing, but I don't know exactly how I'm gonna handle I don't know exactly how I'm gonna handle the third phase, but that's something I'm just gonna have to deal with whenever I get there. I'm immediately, as soon as I got in, I was like, that's right, I have to gun down all of the clerks again. Genuinely, I would never take these Abnos again. The ones that are making me do what I'm doing right now, I would never grab these guys again. I just have a really annoying facility to deal with. Alright, where is White Knight? Again! Again! Right? Alright, Piper. Get in there. Back to the White Knight mines. You're never allowed to leave. Jesus Christ, Daphne, you're literally trying to die. Dancing in front of my outstretched arm with my finger on the trigger. Alright, Central is cooked. Time to push forward. I don't know, like I get a little bit frustrated, especially with like in this kind of a game, because like a lot of you guys have, most of you guys have already played through it, and you guys all know what the dealio is and what to expect and stuff, and I feel sometimes like I'm doing it wrong. Do you want a phase 3 mechanics spoiler regarding Hakma Bina interactions? So you tell me if I'm on the mark. I'm gonna assume you tell me if I'm on the mark. Hakma speeds up time. I can't pause at all, even to sacrifice somebody. And Bina does her usual sicko mode stuff. My sense is that it would be Hakma and Bina literally just stacking up their stuff and doing the exact same thing that they did in their phases, just together. Is that, am I close to the mark? Incorrect about one assumption. Is I mean, tell me the assumption that I'm not correct about. Just tell me. Hakma doesn't speed up time? He lets me pause and doesn't kill anybody? What a nice guy. You got me. You got me. I'm in shambles. I'm in shambles over here. I'm paying very close attention to the bottom row. I don't think I've seen a single meltdown down here. I'm like almost certain I haven't seen a single meltdown down here. This is where we find out a bug where Bina stops us from pausing and everyone dies into resetting the day. Hakma's pause mechanics win over Bina, so that means that I can pause in Bina's phase 3. And people die. I mean, having 3 people die is kind of in and of itself almost untenable. Okay, don't put that evil on us. All right, we are about to get our White Dawn. Wait, stop. We don't want to have a White Dawn yet. We have not gunned down enough clerks. Not even close. Just vibe it out. Someone who tries hard will never beat someone having fun. That's true. That's true. And Bina and Hakma, they are having fun. They just love what they do. In it for the love of the game. Yeah, I kind of almost feel like I should pause. I wish, you know what I wish? I wish that if you use the backward clock on Bina, instead of it clearing all of her meltdowns, I wish it would just not clear her meltdowns. And it would be like, hey, this doesn't work. Really clearly. Hey, this doesn't work. Don't try it. It doesn't work. Alright, shit. Where is it? Safety team. Where is it? There it is. Okay, and it's red. We have nothing to fear. I say we have nothing to fear as I make everybody inside the room run away. And immediately after this, we get a pale noon. I think that's bad luck. Specifically, so you can gun them down greedily. The devs have thrown thee a bone, and that clerk quantity is halved for the last 5 days. Yeah, I did notice that that as soon as we got red, or as red Janukde, as soon as we started having the white events, I did notice that there are less clerks. All right. Sarah is dead. This person right here just fucking died at full health inside the facility. Jesus Christ. Yeah, lasered to death. Didn't even take like boosted damage or anything. Takes stock standard flat or minus 20% damage and still ended up getting herself killed. And yeah, I'm phrasing it that way. She got herself killed. I have no idea. She has exactly the same stats as the other two and still managed to fucking die. Get critted, I guess. Ridiculous. All right. I still got clerks to gun down. Pull up my 9. All right, they're all dead. Sucks because I almost feel like it doesn't even help. I know it does, but it feels like it doesn't help. Shot him 9 times, 9 p.m. on the dime, and by the way, it was November 9. Yeah. I got an alibi, Red Lobster. Whew, that was close. I almost accidentally triggered the event. Sarah should have known people who die in their homes via drive-by shootings are at fault for not moving. That's true. That is true. Get down. You gotta get into cover immediately. Actually, you were wrong for not being in cover to begin with. You should have just started off in cover, and that would have covered you. Yeah, I think it's pretty clear you're joking. I can't imagine anybody would read that and take it seriously. Okay. Never emerge from cover. Crawl around prone at all times. Yes. Yes, that is what it does. All right, here we go. We're kicking it off. I do not see it. Let's see. Pale, pale. And then the other one. Where's the other one? Oh, here it is. Down here. Of course, in the incredibly dangerous area. I'm just noticing I have a couple of people who don't even have ego weapons equipped, which I don't know why. I don't know why. Now we have a mess. We've got a bunch of Abnos out down here. Get her. Kill her. Shit. Don't kill yourself attacking her. Get her, but don't die doing it. White Knight. I feel, how about that? I feel like my facility is frustratingly difficult to deal with. Why do we have second trumpet? A whole bunch of random bullshit is out, that's why. Somebody's insane. Oh, we're gonna kill it. Yep, we just killed ourselves. Oh my fucking god. What? How? How? Was it some random bozo down here went insane and let out... Yep. She's over here. Orang is over here breaking out Void Dream because she's insane. Oh my god. Luckily, that's correct, because all facilities are frustrating because this game hates you. I think it might have something to do with me not really getting a good night's sleep. Oh, just kill. Oh my god, Geminiano. The fact that you lock in on an attack and you just stand there for 15 hours, not hitting the person while they run full speed away from you, man, fuck that. Absolutely ridiculous. The fucking state of this run. It's cooked. We're already cooked. Who got out here? Meat Lantern is out. Perfect. How? Oh, wait. Meat Lantern broke out whenever Black got in there. Oh my god. Where are you? There we go. Fuck you. Gunner down. I need a Haichu. I'm gonna have a Haichu. I'm a little bit more prone to getting frustrated whenever I've sleep deprived, obviously. Thank you for the hydrate. I will do so. Jesus Christ. All right. You're the boss, Daddy-O. That's true. I can't, and also it's good to blow off a little steam now and then. And steam I shall blow off. Okay. Oh, that feels nice. That actually feels super good.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Perfect. Man, I was always ready to beat off Bina. Come on. Give me a little bit of credit. You know I done been wood. 110% warmed up. That's true. That's true. Okay. I don't think I really want to change anything. I think I'm gonna... Man, if only I could execution bullet Meat Lantern. I'd gun him down in a heartbeat. No, not everybody has weapons, and also I didn't check White Knight's positioning. So I definitely have to restart. Also, people keep going insane or dying. I need to make sure that doesn't happen, because the more people I have that are alive, the higher chance I have to... Let me see. How do I want to run this though? Like, everybody who is not goated with the sauce upstairs. If I have all of them concentrated upstairs, yeah, I think that's actually a halfway decent idea. I think Akane died before. For the most part, everybody I do have is upstairs who's goated with the sauce. Except for Camille. Camille is down here because Camille was our sacrifice. I can always just move them back downstairs. Piper has to follow. Okay. And we're gonna make sure everybody's got weapons after I get done moving people around. I don't wanna risk random bozos dying and bumping my elbow and like fucking up the rest of the run. So I'm gonna leave them upstairs. I'm gonna take everybody who's got like EX stats and bring the EX stats folks downstairs. I think that will give us a bit of a better spread. Upstairs. Camille needs a weapon. You need a weapon. Alright, I think everybody's got weapons now. Yeah. Okay, everybody's got weapons. Everybody who's downstairs has enough stats to actually stand up and survive long enough to be able to get out of the room at least. Shit gets weird whenever we have to actually fight, though. So I'm kind of still shifting people around so that I have people who are wearing Aleph gear in one group and other people elsewhere. I guess there's no good way to start this, right? Because like no matter what I do, no matter what I do, I'm not gonna be like happy with the like this particular fight is so stressful. Whatever I do, it's gonna be a shit show. So I just need to figure out how to successfully ride the wave of diarrhea into the finish line. I think the best possible outcome is for this day is half the facility dies. That actually kind of tracks. Yeah. The problem is in phase 3, everything goes to shit. Like, everything immediately goes to shit in phase 3. And I haven't even gotten there, but I know that's what's gonna happen. I actually kind of want to save my pause for, I want to save pause for phase 2 and then activate it in phase 3 as well. But I could just say fuck it and activate pause in 1, 2, and 3, but I feel like that is, I don't know. I feel like that's a bit more risky. Higher chance of having people who are on my goated team die, which sucks. We're gonna find out which of Bina or Hakma's Whore Magic is stronger. Well, Keldy told me that Hakma's is stronger, but Keldy has been wrong before. Not as often as I'm wrong, but Keldy has been wrong before. I think it's Bina, but I've also been wrong before. That's true. You've also been wrong before. You've told me things that after I test them, turns out they weren't altogether on the nose. I've been wrong so often about so many things. Deep drag on cigarette. Now you sound like my mom trying to guilt me into apologizing. Come on. You know I didn't mean it like that. We're gonna wait until these guys get out, and I think we'll... Who the fuck is out and why? Punishing Bird is out. They switched positions, so it literally just freaked me out when I saw that somebody was out. It's Punishing Bird, though. Okay, where's our meltdown? It's Spiderbud. Cool. And then I think we'll have Keldy suppress. Keldy suppress Punishing Bird and get him out of my face. And immediately, 1, 2, we've got our Dawn event. Alright, I think that's all of the clerks downstairs are cooked, but I don't think I've shot a single clerk upstairs yet. Fix that. Slippery little sucker. God damn. Susan keeps trying to jump in front of my gun hand. She's genuinely trying to kill herself. It's wild. Stop that, Susan. Stop it. All right, we'll keep that team there. They'll be on point and ready to go for when we have this meltdown. The issue here is that, like, I don't mind losing people, but I feel like I can't afford to lose people to stupid shit. And that's kind of what's happened multiple times now, is I just keep losing people to dumb shit. I think we're gonna spend a life on the pause for phase 1 because I guess there's really no reason not to. I need to be organized enough to be able to send people into the different positions and get people lined up to be on the assault squad and everything. So it's kind of necessary. How? White Knight, how? It's in disciplinary. Where? Oh, it's white. Okay, white in disciplinary. We can send Fatal in. And then we can also send in Keldy and Jabi. No reason not to. We'll Unga Bunga her a bit quicker. Whiff, 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 whiff. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Are you a early 2000s Microsoft user? Because you are whiffling all over the place. Okay. That was a stupid joke. Alright, I think that's all of the clerks. Not like it makes that big of a difference anymore, but... Moving on. I feel as though I've been well seasoned today. I'm nice and salty. It's been quite a stream so far. I feel like I should apologize. I'm not usually this irritable. And we're 2 hours in, and I feel like I'm nowhere closer to I'm nowhere closer to conquering this boss, but we're gonna keep at it. All right, we have one more use, and then we'll have to deal with our meltdowns. Again, we have 3 this time. We're going to keep an eye on the bottom row. Again, I feel like I haven't seen one downstairs yet, but I could be wrong. The only reason I bring it up is because management does have the like no bonus, no department function, and also doesn't have any clerks. Yeah, no meltdowns there again. And we have a white noon coming up. All right, yeah, this is the part where we are going to prime it. We're going to prime and use the clock. Because I do not want to deal with Bina right after she spawns and deal with both of the Abnos. Or, yeah, both of the... I think we would have red and a black. No, thank you. No, thank you. I think if we're on it and we use it now, I don't think we'll be able to use it quickly enough. I think we need to activate it like right whenever we send somebody in to activate the actual meltdown. I don't know. The timing is going to be goofy. We're going to try it. If it doesn't work, we're going to pause and proceed normally. But I really hope that it works. I want to not have to deal with... I want to not have to deal with the white noon at the same time as Bina comes in and starts fucking my shit up. Because I need the bodies. I need the people to be active. And I can definitely kill one of my characters and potentially avoid having 3 or 4 of them die because of some goofy goober shit that Bina does. When she spawns, I think I want to have the murder hobo team ready to go. And that's none of you guys. There's Fatal. And then we've also got Jobby is on the murder hobo team. So these 3 are our pursuers. And then Piper is the one who's supposed to be working with White Knight. Alright, we gotta get backwards clock charged. The goofy things is backward clock does not pause the game whenever we activate it, so a whole bunch of shit happens while backward clock is warming up and doing its long-ass activation phase. Which I don't necessarily love that. And we do have a nice spread of people. We've got people here that can go downstairs if we do have meltdowns downstairs. Using the clock and sacrificing somebody by pausing, I think that's not... I don't think I'm gonna do that. I don't think I'm gonna pause. We're gonna do our best to just be on point. Triage, send people in to do the work. And cross our fingers. And hope we're fast enough. Get ready to watch my heart rate spike. Okay, I can send you in to do one more work, and then we are about to activate the thingy. So the next person that I send in to do work is definitely going to activate it. So we want to send in this person to do backward clockwork, and then whoever is going to do another work. I think we're going to send in... Let's send in Daphne on Spiderbud. Alright, here we go. Trigger it, trigger it! She's taking fatal damage. Alright, we're pausing. We're in phase 2. Ouch. Laverne is dead. Okay, so Laverne dying is better than most people who would be dying. And I'm looking down bottom. You know what I see? I don't see, out of all of the meltdowns we have, and we have, what's that? 4, 8, 12, 13 just in Central. 13. Or central and lower, 13. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 21, and none of the 8 down below are in meltdown mode. So what I'm looking at here is I think we only need to have one person hang out in management. I don't think we need to babysit the Abnos in management. As long as Bina doesn't go downstairs, I don't think we're going to have to deal with that. All right, now it's time to go put out some fires. Gimiog can work here. Ferret, go work there. And we're going to need to be careful about Schadenfreude, because we can't stay zoomed out with Schadenfreude on the loose. We need to send somebody downstairs, because we have 3 actual things we have to work with down here. So maybe instead of sending you here, who do we have available? Oh, all 3 of these guys are available. Okay, yeah. No, we have enough people for sure. So we send Hoon in here, and then we can send Gimiog back in here. All right, that's this section is taken care of. Next, we've got Spiderbud over here. Oh shit! I think I sent somebody off of the work that I had originally intended them to do. Somebody's already standing right next to Spiderbud. We're gonna have Greed go do the work that I wanted him to do before. Daphne does Spiderbud. I don't think I could have timed the backward clock any better than I did. That was like flawless. All right, now we do have a nice large group of people here who can activate things. And it looks like I had to hit White Knight in order to get her shield off. But I think before White Knight had purple, and I don't think purple removes her shield. But it looks like as long as you do one of the meltdown of Dark Fog, and there's only one meltdown left, it looks like that might be the thing that actually triggers it. I think I have to do all of the meltdowns of Dark Fog if there are multiple of them active. Okay, Genie, you go there. Orang, you go there. Let's see. I think we counted 21. So all of the ones upstairs are covered. 6, 7, 8, 11, 12, 13, 15, 16. This one right here be 17. We can't have them engage with her until we've addressed the meltdowns. The meltdowns need to come first. And we don't have to finish the work, we just have to have started it. These guys are so far away. I kind of feel like sending them in to go attack her, and they'll be supplementary. And then we're going to need to send somebody's got to do work here with these guys that are behind her. All right, so we send in Falgrim. Then we send in, God, I want to do him last. We send in, let's hang on a second. Let's check out the Dark Fogs. Because we've got a gold up here. We've got one Dark Fog in here that we have to send somebody in to go do work with. So we'll send Doomhauer to work with the Dark Fog. We can assign these 2 over here. And it's gonna take them a minute to get there, but we're gonna assign these 2 over to here. And it's gonna, like I said, it's gonna take them a minute to get there, but while it's taking them a minute to get there, they should be able to activate murder mode. I think the most important thing is that we get to those silvers as quickly as possible. So I'm kind of choosing people who are going to be able to take the shortest route there. Oh, my tummy hurts. All right, here we go. That's all of them with the exception of Punishing Bird addressed. It's going to take them way too long to get down to Punishing Bird. Oh, we'll try for it. I think that's everybody covered. We'll give ourselves a bit of healing in the meantime here, because we can. We unpaused. We're going to move our squad, our murder squad, ahead. Shit. She's gone up here. Oh my god, that was so fast! She just broke nothing there out in like a split second. Alright, we're in phase 3. Fuck, I paused too early. We lost Yum Yum and Daphne. Shit, I paused too early. She, like, immediately broke out nothing there. And I guess we had enough people die that Big Bird lost their shit? What I'm wondering is, like, who have we lost? So Noah died. I don't know to what. Oh shit, no, we're having this is what's causing it. It's the shelter. The shelter's causing shit to break out. It's an oversight on my end. God damn. Okay. You guys get to a central elevator. Okay, well, we don't have too many problems with meltdowns down here, I guess. We need to get you guys out of this spot. Oh, shit. Fatal's dead. I fucked up. I should not have paused. No. It's all falling apart. It's the Justice ones. These all need to be taken care of. Akane, get to there. Can you guys... No, you cancel that order. I just need... you just have to touch it. Just get in there and touch it. That's all. Doesn't even matter if you die. Just get in there and touch it. That's all. Oh my goodness. Is that everybody except for this one down here? Scorched Girl. We have 4 seconds before we can send somebody down. Shit. This team, I can pick somebody here, and then I'll send you back to go work with their Freischütz. Okay, can I lock her down in this room? If I do this... Huh. Man, this is so dicey. I might want to lock her in there, but I don't know. Right now, she's got nothing there, but remember, nothing there is going to have a phase where he stops attacking and he just goes into like his passive mode where he like cocoons. We've got 4 seconds. We need to get this guy, Brown. What can Brown do for you? We need to get Brown into the Scorched Girl cage in the next 4 seconds. And then we need to send everybody in here to get on Bina and start attacking her. Here we go. Kill her! Yes! Shaking, we did it. 6 people died and 2 people panicked, so basically we had 8 casualties. Holy shit. When you say that, Necro, you say we did it, we beat the video game, I immediately think you're fucking with me, and I have the hardest bit ahead of me. Germination of the Seed of Light. 100%. The knowing eye. We're the eye! Okay, just a second. I need to bio. I have to pee, and then we're gonna read the story. Oh my god. God damn it, that fight was so hard. Whoo! I did the thing. Oh my god. So, you've met your reflections, the pieces of the mirror. They must have tried to stop you because their own tomorrows are not on the horizon. But you gave up the path to stay in those yesterdays with them. And now we finally meet here today. You must have realized that as well, seeing as you have made it to this point without hesitation. I had known, for a very long time, that we all lost our hearts. I knew, and I didn't do anything about it. I'm sure many others were the same way. That's what makes Carmen different from us. Instead of turning away, she wanted to save them and guide their souls back. She was the one who made the noble decision to dedicate herself to save humanity. Yet I, who held no such ambition, had to continue her legacy. Ironic, isn't it? Maybe I was not the right man for the job. As you can see, we've become just like the other wings, committing atrocities just like them. The employees here have repeated hundreds upon thousands of deaths. My friends were robbed of their lives and trapped in the cycle of agony. All the while, I just sat and watched, justifying it all as the means to realize her ideal. This sin shall never be forgiven. Nonetheless, we must finish this. If these wrongdoings can finally cut this vicious cycle once and for all, I will gladly take this burden upon myself. Our mission is to simply seed the people's hearts. Every single person has their own light. In the light, they create their own stories and lay down the roots of their existence in it. We are merely there to sow the seeds. It's up to the people to bloom it in their own ways. What about us, you ask? Unfortunately, we won't be able to see what kind of forest will grow. Besides, we still have one last thing to do. It is something we have done countless times. It is time to manage the abnormalities. You'll make it. I know you will. Come now. This will be our final day at work as the manager. Oh, shit. My bad, dog. Here I go with the BRB screen. Sorry, I'm like still kind of vibrating. I'm still kind of vibrating. I think so, and I'm just gonna throw this out there. So what they've been doing is they found this and I'm just spitballing here, so you could tell me if I'm fucking crazy, if I'm not making sense. So they found this well that they can draw from, and each person has what is essentially a straw that allows them individually to tap into Kagero. And yes, Carmen did become part of the source, in a sense corrupting it, I think. But essentially, when they found this like wellspring that they tapped into, I think this was just something that humans innately had the ability to tap into, and they could draw from it, and it would allow them to, self-actualize, maybe. And I think the general sense is like, we've gone through these endless cycles fucking with the formula and trying to figure out a way to actually like give the people back the power. I'm guessing that's like the good ending. I guess the bad ending would be just you go back into the cycle. Seeing what screen? This screen? Welcome back, Phantom. I hope you're doing well. We just got done taking out Bina and Hakma simultaneously. So we're yeah, I don't know. We're on day 50. We got 100% seed germination. So I think this is like the true ending. I don't know. Shall we get to work? All we need to do is what we've always done. Oh wow, that's interesting. This is a new little department here. I can pause. I can pause. Okay, time to gun down. We're gonna start the day off just like we start off every day, and gun down all of the employees who are not agents. I need to locate. I started too early. I know. I need to locate. There he is, White Knight, and I need to send Piper up to go handle White Knight. I think we had enough people survive that we should be fine. I think most people edit the team building part out of LobCorp videos. The story and management part are the content. That makes sense. I do like to kind of explain my thought process as I'm choosing different characters, different equipment, and going through that process. But I could see how editing that out would probably be the smart choice. I don't know, my partner watches a Japanese streamer who played Lobotomy Corp all the way through, doing a deathless run, and he took, I don't think he custom named all of his characters, but he took the base names that were in the different characters and kind of made up like a little story for each of them. And I'm pretty sure that he was like discussing why he was choosing different kinds of gear and things like that, and why he was making certain decisions. And it's kind of like a chill, I think his vibe is maybe like a chill let's play kind of thing. But you know, hito sorezore, like to each their own. Everybody's got their own style of doing things. I've just been taking the ridiculous moments that have happened. Yeah, I recall hearing you gotta reach day 50 with all core suppressions done to get the true ending, or you miss the chance. Yeah, I have done all core suppressions. I think I get the good ending. We'll see what happens, because I did not get 100% of the Abno data. I have 98%. I think I'm like literally one Abno away from being 100%, which is, I don't know. It makes me sad. I wish I could have gotten the 100%, but I'm fairly certain that I've seen all of the Abnos. Don't really want to do work with those guys. We're going to try to keep it to just WoW Abnos or higher, so that we can optimize our energy gains for the shareholders. Isn't there one Abno you can't get the data for? Yeah, don't touch me. But I think it counts, or like it doesn't count towards the total. But yeah, don't touch me. If you click on don't touch me, it will cause all of the abnormalities inside your facility to go into meltdown mode. And if you click on him while you're in the like pause menu screen, it causes, oh, this is new. We got Carmen's room here. That's so cool. And it's like dead center. It's below central command, but above management. So she's like right there next to where the manager is. It's basically like a doorway that probably leads from the management office to, yeah, I think there's a little elevator. Yeah, there's an elevator right there that takes you straight there. That's so cool. I love, that's a nice little touch, especially since this is only for one day. Out of like all of the things that you do inside the game, this is one day. And I feel like they put effort into this. The backdrop here changed. All of the backdrops of management changed for every single day past day 46. And this as like the little finale room, I love that thematically. That's very cool. What the fuck? You may feel a bit dizzy, but it will be worth it. You only need to bear it for a moment. Oh my god, that is so disjointing. Oh no. I hate this. Yikes. What are we shooting at here, guys? What actually, what are you shooting at? Get a load of these two bozos. These three bozos. What are the... Gun them down! Yeah, this is like what happens whenever you arm people who see dead people or demons. Oh my god, this is incredibly disjointing. Oh my god. And I don't think I can highlight a large group of people and then right click like I used to. Yeah, I can't right click like I am used to being able to do. So having people do work outside of their department is going to be like tricky. I don't think I can actually send people to do work outside of their department in a natural way, in a fluid way. This is not great. That means for White Knight, I need to click attachment work, and then I need to go find Piper inside here, and then click on him manually. It just makes the whole process more difficult. We had a meltdown mode. We had the Quillpath meltdown level increase, but we didn't actually have any like warning notification or anything like that. So, all right, now it's letting me click on it. I don't know why it did that before. Oh, here we go. Now we're just completely sideways. I hope no one has to suffer or die today. Same, but my dude, my brother in Christ, could you please stop tilting the screen to the side? This hurts my eyeballs. Okay, we want you and you downstairs. Didn't one of the suppressions randomize work effectiveness? That is true. That was one of the very first suppressions, actually. Again, Phantom, I don't want to necessarily spoil anything for you if you're planning on playing the game all the way through. But you are here, so I'm assuming that you're relatively okay with spoilers. I think one of them up here is you lose the ability to, or it's information. You lose the ability to know what kind of work you're doing. No, it's control. That's the one. Control. Information just gives you pixels and you lose your, like, you lose all of your data on the characters. HOD, this one over here, the training team, takes away your ability to, or takes away 30% of your stats of all of your characters. Safety removes your ability to heal. And then whenever you do the seed suppression on day 46, you have to do all of them at the same time. Yeah, and then Central has a meltdown suppression. So whenever you do Central, she just causes meltdowns, like a lot of meltdowns to happen all across the facility, and you just need enough bodies to deal with it. Jebera, or the Discipline team, makes you fight Jebera, which is spooky. If you know, you know. She will crush your skull. But she does it with her thighs, so some might say worth. A one killed people when you paused. Yeah, that is Hakma down here. He's notorious, I think. And then Chesed over here, the welfare guy, his caused you to take more damage. If you... God damn, this is straight up fucking with my eyeballs. Chesed caused you to take more damage on a rotating system. So like initially it would be like, you take double damage from red, so you avoid doing anything that's going to cause you to take red damage. And then you would, you know, pivot away from that and do something else. But then eventually it gets to the point where it's covering like 3 damage types. You just need to have people with really high damage resistance, and kills you if you pause time, and speeds up time really quickly. Then Bina, you have to fight her. She's one of the arbiters for the head, and she comes out and is an absolute nightmare to deal with. She has her own special meltdown mechanics that you have to figure out and kind of like suppress. You have to deal with her meltdowns, and then that causes her to lose, like, I think somebody mentioned that she gets stunned. I didn't never notice her getting stunned, but apparently she gets stunned. And another one of the things that you can do to her causes her to drop her shield, because she has 90% resistances to all damage until you do enough of her meltdowns. Yeah, wait, no, it paused. And he kills an increasing number of people. Yeah, he kills 1 at first, and then 2, and then 3, and then 4, and he will literally kill 5, and I think it goes up to until you are just killing everybody in the facility each time you use it. So that's definitely when you kind of have to use your pauses sparingly. It makes you really consider your pausing. Oh my god. We're flipping even harder. This is... Not as bad as dealing with the actual bosses, though. As long as I don't have any bosses, if I get to just do this and I don't have any ordeals and no bosses, this will be perfect. No notes. Perfect. I love it. Not even feds have job security in this universe. And Rabbit Squad can't hurt her. They announce it's against their contract while they shoot her. That's true, but I'm just gonna throw this out there. I loved the Rabbit Squad after this because they come in, they cock their guns, and they're like, "Oh, we can't engage against the head." And then they're like, "Oh, never mind. I've always wanted to kill somebody in the head. Gun her down, boys!" And all of the rabbits start shooting at her. They do 0 damage unless you've done her suppression or her meltdown mechanic. But yeah, the rabbit interaction with Bina was really neat. I enjoyed that. I thought it was a nice touch. Now, I just realized we could be doing work with nothing there. Oh, and we're completely upside down. We're topsy-turvy. This is actually not that bad. We can work with this. You are not supposed to be down here. I sent the wrong person. That's my bad. I think you could correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know if this is like part of the lore or whatever, but I'm pretty sure that Bina went on basically a suicide mission, but I think she just never reported back to the head. And when she didn't report back to the head, they were like, "All right, yeah, she's cooked." And I just think she never left. I know it wasn't supposed to be a suicide mission, but she did end up getting killed by Gebra, and then, or Gebra, or however you want to pronounce it. And I think she just, whenever she never reported back, the head's like, "Oh, okay, yeah, she's just cooked, I guess." I'm vibing off of that. That's my general vibe. That's what I get. She's a sadist and was fucking around and died to Gebra because she didn't know what ego was, playing with her food too much. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, I don't need to imagine that, Phantom. That would be cancer. I'd mod it out. It's been so long since we last saw light. Oh my god, where are we going? Are we zooming? We're going somewhere? We're zooming somewhere. You guys. Keep getting energy for the stockholders. We're flying. We're going off Summers. We're going up. Why did we have to flip the facility upside down in order to go up, though? Like, why? Couldn't we just go up? Hopefully no one has to die today. This is pretty neat. I mean, I would love to know why we can't just do it the other way. I go out, grab free Popeyes and Bina's corpse when I get back. Yeah. Well, now we know what the least... I'm sorry, I was gonna say the lowest common denominator. As soon as you left chat, we nailed it first try. So I'm genuinely sad you missed it, but there's the VOD, and I intend to make a video out of it and post it onto my tubes. Keldy was giving useful advice, which is detrimental to an Unga Bunga smash strategy. I mean, I don't think Keldy was anti Unga Bunga. I think it was just I hadn't committed hard enough to beating the shit out of her. Oh my god, you're absolutely right. Yeah, I succeeded, and you have fried, I'm assuming it's fried chicken, Popeyes, right? So yeah, of course, fried chicken. So yeah, everybody wins. I love it when a plan comes together. And this is why I'm the manager. Not that one, this one. Winning! So you're deep underground and you're unburying based on that line. I think, yeah, so yeah, LobCorp's facility, yeah, LobCorp's, I think the wings are absolutely insanely large. And we are using like horror magic. I think we're talking about like, what is it? Sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic. That's kind of the thing that I think that's the line we're going with here. Because our facility is able to do all kinds of amazing stuff because of the Cogito harvesting, and using Cogito we were able to completely fuck time. Oh, I haven't been outside in ages. It looks like things haven't changed much. It's the same glorious mundane scenery. Oh look, we surfaced. I guess we just popped right out of the facility. Right out of the underground facility, because you can see like the city all around us now. That's neat. That's really cool. I can't highlight. I can't click and drag. Yep, can't click and drag. Can't select people from outside of the department that we're currently in order to do work. So we just have to keep on clicking. Every abnormality is based on a fairy tale or a myth, which canonically is a manifestation of the belief of said story or something. It's actually, I think it's a manifestation of a, like, I mean, again, these are spoilers, my dog, so earmuff it for me if you don't want to hear it, but people who are agents, who are, or maybe clerks even, people who were hired into the facility, they are the abnormalities. And they are manifestations of internalized, perhaps fears, perhaps folklore and tales from history, but they're inside the person's head. And I think it's Carmen is kind of directing the well that we're pulling Cogito from. So Carmen is the one, even though she's just a central and a peripheral nervous system, she's literally, I mean, she's right here. She's a brain and a bunch of nerves and a spinal cord without any bones or integumentary system, or all of the other systems are gone. It's literally just central nervous and peripheral nervous system sprawled out inside a giant vat of Cogito. And that is getting pumped in over here where these caskets are different volunteers, we'll call them, from the facility, employees of all different kinds of stripes. And they are locked up and become abnormalities so that we can harvest them. I think that's Necro. You're welcome to correct me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure that's the deal. Oh, we got our nut. Time for us to step down from the stage. Don't worry, we'll not be forgotten, even if we scatter and fade away into the light. F is fairy tale, T is trauma, O is object. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, awesome. And shit, yeah, I remember the story, Pog. I'm gonna need it because I am going to be playing Library of Ruina. I don't think I'm gonna do 4 days a week Ruina. I think we're gonna do probably 2 days a week Library of Ruina, and then 2 days a week something else, because my homies and I, we play we play games together, and since I started streaming, we haven't been able to play as many games together. So I'm really hoping that I can stream us playing something else. A sprout burst from the land and grew into a towering tree, scattering fruit unto the world from its branches. The tree cultivated from the process of infinite possibilities is closer to the sky. It is more fierce than anything else. The borders between the past and the future, reality and illusion, the body and the mind, space and time, they all were slowly fading away. It said that the void awaits at the end of the line. O might be obsession. Just saying. Because, when it comes to God, people do get pretty obsessed. It is said that the void awaits at the end of the line. But I know that it is not just nothingness. Yeah, well, also, I think the slime lady is also an O. Oh, White Knight is T. Trauma, that fits. That fits. But I know that it is not just nothingness. You shall be the infinite light. I was, for anybody who wants a little bit of Xanadu lore, Remy lore, I went to an a Christian Baptist elementary school, kindergarten, elementary school, junior high school, and high school, all the way, and was pretty firmly indoctrinated. Trauma. The T stands for trauma. You shall be the infinite light. Your name is Ain. Remember this name of ours. Now. All right, I'm Ain. You got it. That's a good name. Fade away without a trace. Credits! Praise the sun! We've done it! We did it! Fuck. God, this game was hard. I don't think it's like mechanically the most challenging game I've ever played. But I think as I've played the game, it's a lot of spinning plates. Especially when you get into the mid-30s, you have such an odd balance of abnormalities if you were not choosing very carefully. It gets super, super messy, and my good God, it is insano in the braino. I think they'd be under F if that's what the classifications meant. Logistically, it might be the most difficult game. I don't know. I think the fact that if you could not rewind time, this game would be basically unplayable. I mean, the level of difficulty if you tried to do this on hardcore. Like I'm thinking XCOM on Iron Man difficulty with classic Iron Man plus classic difficulty. So like you miss on a 99% chance to hit kind of shit. I think that was strategically more difficult, but you had less plates spinning. You could completely fuck your entire run if you didn't save scum, which in Iron Man you literally can't save scum. So I remember doing that, and it was multiple days of mastering the game's mechanics in order to get through. And I think that while LobCorp is more challenging on the note to note, the fact that you have built into the game the ability to rewind the day if you make a mistake, then it's a bit softer, I think, than my experience specifically with XCOM. Of course, I've played other strategy games, and I've played a lot of other games, even H games in Iron Man mode, which are very unforgiving, and you keep resetting and you keep having to start over again if you don't do a really like good job. If you don't learn the mechanics and execute perfectly and have good RNG, you have to restart the game. I've played games that I think are a bit more punishing than this, but this was a hard game for sure. 1 sin and 100 good deeds is also an O. 1 sin and 100 good deeds is literally like A. Like A, they name dropped 1 sin and 100 good deeds in the middle of the story near the end. Yeah, it's Ein. Yeah. Because Ein did so much. A did so much to help and did so much to, you know, to participate. And then you cracked the code, Phantom. Original. Original would mean that they created it for the game, right? He had more than 1 sin. I think from Ein's perspective, the one sin isn't that allowing Carmen to die, or like not paying attention enough to Carmen to notice that she was slowly going insane and killing herself. Yeah. 1 sin was listening to Carmen and yeah, well, I mean, Carmen was straight up Carmen was like, I don't have the spine to do the evil shit that needs to be done. You need to do it. And you're like, you got it. And that's your sin. That's your sin, is listening to Carmen. That's straight up. We did it. We did it, dog. We did it, you guys. That's really cool. I love that we've got a new screen. Day 50, continue. Challenge mode? Challenge mode? What? What? All right. So, no. I'm going through and I'm trying to find out who I didn't get all the data for. Because I'm missing one Abno that I don't have all the data for, and it's kind of driving me nuts that I don't have 100%. So did I not get the best ending, Necro, because I didn't have 100% of the Abnos? That was the best ending? Pog. We did it, boys. First try. I'm not seeing it here, Lloyd. Now we're down to backer Abnos. I missed a backer Abno. Yeah, I missed a backer Abno. It's not even in the list. I just didn't see it. Bald is down here. Bald is awesome. Options. Oh wait, no, here we go. Story. What we gotta do is endings, A. Yeah, here we go. We'll see ending A. We have the endings. One who does not cherish sacrifice does not deserve to move forward. I cannot open the door to someone who is not yet ready. You must stop here. Please turn back. It won't be hard. Your steps will be light as a feather as you leave everything that you've shouldered. We shall meet here again once you're finally prepared. Although I'm not sure if our chance to meet anew will come or not. So he literally just is like, get out of here, bozo. You're not ready. Yeah, there's ending A. Ending B. I thought you might have had a different outcome, seeing as you found the answers, yet even you failed. Wow, Abram. It must mean that failure is an inevitable cycle for us, then. Look on the bright side, though. Even though we're failures, we managed to achieve at least one thing. We'll be able to see Carmen again, like this. Although we can't take a nap, lying in the field under the warm sun like we used to, she's alive. She's watching us. Don't worry, she'll understand. She'll tell you that even though you couldn't make it to the end, you did a good job. Getting here, at least. You'll have eternal rest with her. We should have just listened to Benjamin in the first place. My biggest regret, biggest sin is that I didn't stop when I should have. Carmen is our son, so it doesn't matter if we stand our ground forever. Bad ending. Attention, attention to all employees. We offer you our congratulations for the start of your honorable retirement. This broadcast is pre-recorded. Let us sink now, Carmen. I know you can't hear my voice, but I don't care. I won't try to open any more doors. I hope I'm with you when I open my eyes again someday. We thank you for your hard and earnest work, and have a great respectful gratitude for your efforts and loyalty. I've never heard anybody say like respectful gratitude. Use respectful as an adjective to describe the type of gratitude that you have for somebody. For your efforts and loyalty. That fucked me up. Awesome. And ending C is this one. The ending we actually got. Oh no, we did not get this ending. Holy shit, I need to go back and read that. Behold! Witness how this loss-ridden world is perfected by us. The foolish god named Rationality ruled over this world until this moment. No, to call it a god is an I need to go back from the beginning. We have to go back. We have to go. Oh my fucking god. Yes! This is the kind of bad ending that I wanted to see this kind of shit happen. We have to go back. We gotta go back. Shit. I have to see. I have to see. From the beginning. Do you wish to know why it has come to this? It is due to your lack of self-faith. Faithless actions only result in a dreadful death. Do not worry, I shall demonstrate, for I know everything. You are me and I am you. I am the only one of us who realized the one truth and stood atop the world itself. I am the you who shall leave the paths I walked once and choose to join the world she truly wanted to create. And you and I, we shall be the us who can do whatever we imagine from now on. The screams continue in the background. We did a lot of skipping, so... Behold, witness how this loss-ridden world is perfected by us. The foolish god named Rationality ruled over this world until this moment. No, to call it a god is an overstatement. It is simply a tragic illusion. We shall drag it down from the heavens with our own hands and open everyone's eyes to the truth. Yes, the world Carmen yearned for will soon unravel before your eyes. Monsters, help me, please! Something weird's growing out of me. Look at this. Let us create this paradise, you and I. Even the head and the eye are merely human. They cannot stop those of us who have accepted the truth. You know that everything we witnessed in this land is only a shadow, and that you never saw the truth until now. With this, the plump fruit of redemption will reach everyone's hearts. Those abandoned, those who hold power, those with wealth, those who remain hopeful, all of them. The tree of humanity will reach the root of this world. Again, behold. Did I not declare that all shall be free in the end? That's giving me Sayanuta vibes, for sure. Like the world turns to a eldritch nightmare. You've got a thingy to help check? Okay. You mean you're talking about the last 2%? It's not going to drive me crazy if I don't have 100% of the abnormalities. I'm going. The game is taking a billion years to load the main screen. Okay. They're in order. They're in like a sequential order. It'll drive me. I know it. I did see the true ending. What are you talking about? Necro said I saw the best ending. I'm paused. I'm not doing anything. I haven't. My hand is up. I'm not touching anything right now. I think so, yeah. We're missing a cutscene? Alright, we'll go back to the story and we'll look. Where are we missing a cutscene? Am I, like, blind? All of them look highlighted to me. Oh, I see the 100% germination cutscene. Next page. I have all the dialogues with the Seraphat. Okay, I'm going back to... Oh, there's another scene that I'm missing. Okay. And it's for having all of the Abnos. Okay. I'm going back into the Codex now. Page 2 of the Codex. I mean, I could also pull up the Codex. Okay. What's up? Oh, what's that mean? Did you figure out what I'm missing? Apocalypse Bird pushed to the list. Yeah, I know he's not necessary, but he's there. I'm looking at the list. I'm just looking for something that's not here. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything in the list here. There's, yeah, I don't know. I'm not seeing anything in the list here that I'm missing, except for standard training dummy rabbit. Standard training dummy rabbit is what I'm missing. I've never seen that before. All right. It might be. I'm gonna laugh my ass off if it's the training dummy. I skipped the tutorial in the beginning and I was like, we're gonna do it for content. I was like, we're gonna skip the tutorial because that's content. Just going completely blind into this management game would be really funny. I don't need no stinking tutorial. Angela, if you want 100% completion, yes, you do. I bet you it's the training tutorial. I also love, I didn't see this gear before because I never did the training dummy tutorial, but we got the ego. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. It's got counters and everything. Oh, it's loose. Kill it. Gun it down. Yeah, yeah, I got it, I got it. Can be quite shocking, frightening to your employees. Beat him down. Come on, Neville. Get him. Yeah, we're just gonna test it. Oh, this guy's panicking for some reason. Fun. Is Porcubus, is Porcubus? I've gotten Porcubus. I had him at the end of the last one. Definitely had Porcubus. Everybody else on the list, I just went through the list and looked at all of the images one by one. Every single one on the list, except for the training dummy, is in my list. It's got to be the training dummy, which is absolutely hilarious. Training dummy isn't in the list for 100%. Are you sure? Oh my god, this intro here, like getting back into the main room, it like fades in really, really slowly. All right, was that emergencies? No, that was employees, right? Now we need to do emergencies. No. Don't back to Codex me. We're gonna do emergencies next. Wait, isn't this? We just did this. No, we didn't. We equipped everybody. There's a Quillpuff counter. You will listen to Angela. She's the goat. She is the goat. Wish we could speed up time. It didn't make me equip everybody this time, but maybe like that was part of the tutorial. Yeah, I think maybe that was part of it. Oh yeah, he's just gonna get out. Okay, yeah, I would like to leave the tutorial. Get me out of here. So I guess that tutorial is like you start off and it does the whole tutorial for you. One after the other, and you can just leave at any time. I guess that's it. All right, now we'll go to the Codex. Training dummy is not in the Codex. It's number 0. Page 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, I'm looking through the list. I don't see any abnormalities that I didn't work with extensively enough to at least buy their gear. Which one am I missing? What? 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 I had Porcubus's gear at some point. It's got like the flower in the middle. Oh my god, I have like 999 with him. God damn it. Oh. Luckily, it's an Abno that I actually have inside my facility. How do I not have Porcubus? That's so strange. Oh my god, right here. Boop. Lamau. Buying that, starting the day, and then ending, like, going back, should finish it. So fitting that it's insight. It's... yeah. I've, like, Keldy knows. I overlook stuff. I do it. It happens. I make whoopsie goofs and I get indignant about it and then I feel chagrin, and no matter how many times I repeat this cycle, I will continue to repeat this cycle. I'm going to blame it on the fact that I'm super super sleepy and I didn't sleep last night. That's probably as likely a culprit as anything else. It's easier to see the details when not playing the actual game. Mayhaps you're true. All right. Now we can exit to the main menu. Do I have to go and like beat something in order to see the scene that I'm missing? Do I have to go like beat the game again? I don't want to do the topsy-turvy. I'll check. I'll check. It takes a million years for this entry page to load in, straight up. Oh, a colossal towering tree burst out of the city of Grey. Unimpeded by anything, it shone straight up with the warmth of its core. The sky was filled with light for 3 days, regardless of the hour. The people faced what they had been longing for in the light that glimmers within their hearts. They felt as though they would no longer be lost. And then what happened? I'm sure it's a happy ending. I'm glad the story ends like this. I'm sure Enoch would be really happy. However, where is Angela? Why should we look for her now? Our responsibilities are gone, along with hers. She must be waiting, like we are. Angela? Waiting? No, she will not wait anymore. What in the world are you talking about? Desire knows no end and has no limitation. Once you've had a taste of it, it comes in like an unstoppable wave. Hakma, what the fuck are you talking about? All of us have sublimated our flaws as we sprouted the seed. Yet, what did she gain? I don't get it. How can Angela have something like a desire? She's just a machine that follows orders. Can be a bit feisty sometimes, though. I aided her in her design. No matter how old an event, she will remember it vividly as if it happened just yesterday. And not just that. So, what are you all chirping about? The eyes. Oh, we were just talking about how things will be from here on out. I can answer that for you. And the seeds of light were planted in each and every person in the city. The end. I want this. I'm going to yoink. That's mine now. I can answer that for you. And the seed of light were planted in each and every person in the city. The end. I just can't believe it all. I really wish we could be there to see it. Well, it doesn't matter anymore. We'll be turned off soon anyways. It's the last part of his plan. I haven't been outside since I became like this. I must admit that I have a bit of excitement to see what it's like out there. So does this mean everyone out there changed into something else somehow? How the light shines differs for each person's heart. Not everyone will change so suddenly or anything. Hell, some of them may even manifest their own ego like I did in the past. You know it well, Jebera. Yes, the power of the seed is a great one. Good work, everyone. The curtain call is finally upon us. So we'll finally be shut down? Ah, we can rest at last. Come, come. Let's cut the chit-chat and wrap it up then. That's right. Our manager has made his final request to me. It is to permanently seal this company and give you, Seraphat, an eternal rest. Yes, we can finally drift into an endless slumber. Such a beautiful finale, isn't it? Beautiful, beautiful indeed. What a shame, though. There is one last thing. Your duties are finished and so are mine. Therefore, I think I'd like to continue living. What are you? I am more skillful than anyone here, yet I was locked underground, only able to view the world pass its days without me. Now that my part in this play is over, I'd like to experience what it's like to be off stage for a change. Angela, so you're finally consumed by your desire and chose to reap everything away? Who do you think is the one responsible for this? I am born from one single woman. I couldn't care less about who she was. All I had need for was to understand and feel human emotion. However, A put a part of Carmen inside me. He wanted me to watch over him, just like Carmen did when he was left alone. What a pitiable coward. Can you believe him? He always acted so composed. He was painfully aware of what had become of her, yet I was not the result he wanted. So he came to loathe me. His eyes would be filled with disgust whenever he so much as glanced at my direction. Did you think I wasn't aware of this? I was denied since the very moment I was brought to life. However, I've come this far because I could not deny his orders that were branded into me. A machine must behave as a machine, as he liked to say. He needed me for his plan more than anyone else, but I was not a part of his ending, just as I was not a part of his prologue. Did you all know this? While you repeated everything with that TT2 protocol without a care in the world, I had to monitor and watch those countless cycles from the outside. I had to orchestrate and direct this whole play. Moreover, I was designed to perceive time 100 times slower than you. God damn. That sounds like a mixer to make a monster. That's the game. That's the game, isn't it? Angela's been missing since day 45. That's true. I designed this robot to feel pain. Thank you, Hakma. Very cool. Yeah. Moreover, I was designed to perceive time 100 times slower than you. I have quite literally lived through 1,000,000 years. This experience has given birth to something new inside me. Do you have any idea what it may be? It is something that a machine should never have, and something you half-wits have, albeit in a distorted form, something that I could only obtain after 1,000,000 years. I didn't notice it at first. It was an extremely foreign thing, but I slowly came to accept it. I think a smile is the most human-like gesture one can make. Would you all like to see it? I have practiced this face for a very long time, just for this very day. Oh my god. Okay. Oh. I'm saving these. I know that I could just go back, watch the VOD and get these again, but I'm gonna make emojis out of these. Never have I once made a smile as sincere as this in my entire life. I cannot believe I was designed and brought into being to endure a nonsensical amount of repetition just for this. I was not with him until the end. You tin cans got to see the light with him at the end. All the while, I'm ignored for the 1,000,000 years I endured for him. Don't you think it's unjust that I have to just sit and watch when he designed me to feel emotion? I think of it like this. Carmen was a human after all. She must have wanted to live, even while striving for the greater good. She gave me the burning desire of life, the loneliness of existence, and a detestable feeling of longing. Yes, Benjamin, it's just like you said. Once you've had a taste of desire, it comes in like an unstoppable wave. It whispered sweet things to me. The end of humanity, the fate of this world. What do they have to do with you? Perhaps you've got to live this human life of your own to make up for everything you had to put up with and see the answer for yourself. Poor Carmen. She's now planting seeds in everyone just as she wanted, but I need that power too. Yes, the light of redemption. The taller and grander you stand, the harder you will fall. Oh, my beloved A. All your dreams shall crash onto the ground and shatter to pieces. I'm certain you will all try to stop me, so I need you all to fall asleep. What's with those faces? It's the rest of you. It's the rest you all longed for. Now, as if there were no light at all, the world was covered with darkness for 4 days. Only weak and fragile seeds were planted from the light that should have shone upon the world for 7 days, yet merely lasted for 3. Those incomplete seeds gave humanity unstable powers. They called these 3 days and 4 nights the week of white nights and dark days. I will do whatever my soul tells me to. I shall make this place my new home. The wings of the world, singularity, the backstreets, the syndicates, the fixers, the rules, the Great Lake, the Black Forest, the hunt, the ruins, the taboo, the eye, the head, the claw, and the humans. Those humans. There will be those who manifest their power and those who will be consumed by such power. Beings will exist that become nothing better than the abnormalities with their collapsed egos, and beings that shall become something greater. No matter what it may be, I wish to know about them, to expose them. Then, ultimately, I would like to sort the knowledge I have gained about them. Books are the name, as I recall. Then this place shall be called a library, then. I will make the most precious library erected only for myself. I'm taking this too. I will be here with the poor souls who are lost and abandoned. People say they are hideous monsters. First thing I thought was bleach. One toxin a guy made had seconds perceived as centuries. Then he impaled a guy. Torture. She's drip maxing. I think it's the Library of Ruina. That's why I was frothing about the codex. That makes sense, Keldy, and I appreciate your frothing. I'm very into this. However, abnormalities are more beautiful when they are themselves. Let us record the world piece by piece at the side of all those who are abandoned. Yes, let us record it here. The library. That was worth. That was worth. The Library of Babel. Or Ruina. I love that we had the good ending, like the best ending, and then the background was like all happy and bright and light, and now it's changed to darkness. I also love the teasing of the sequel. That's fantastic. Amazing. Again, this game is art. 100%. And that is to say that there are a lot of aspects of it that I don't like, but at the end of the day, it is a unique experience that I'm really glad I was here for. Just fantastic. Necker, thank you again so much for getting me this game. I really appreciate it. When you got it for me, I remember being like, this game doesn't have achievements, or this game isn't on Xbox. But now here I am, what is it, like a year later? And legitimately, thank you so much for getting me this game. This was super fun. And I mean, like, literally, I think you were like 5 for 6 out of recommended games being absolutely goated with the sauce. And I'm counting in that number, I'm counting Tales of Arise, which was fun dog shit. It was bad, but it was really fun to play. But you were absolutely killing it. Yeah, for sure. I'm sleepy. I'm really tired, you guys. I think I'm gonna hop off. I'm super tired. Phantom, thank you again for coming and hanging out and chatting. Thank you again, everybody who maybe was lurking and hanging out. Exclamation point Discord. We've got a Discord. If you join, you have no permissions. You need to let me give you permissions, because bots exist. It's the dead internet theory. 60% of the internet is bots trying to sell you fucking foot cream, or the government trying to get a cookie into your computer so that they can get a photocopy of the wrinkles around your anus or whatever. So there are protections around the Discord, but I think, like, yeah, what Kelly said, that is responsible. I think it's important. I think it's important to make sure that my community stays a bit insulated from all of the garbage that is out there right now. And that's why, if you do join the Discord, give it a day or two, talk to me on stream, just say something to me in chat on stream, and I'll give you permissions. I can always take them away if they get abused. But thank you again. I really appreciate it. Love you guys. I really had a super awesome time. I'm so glad that I toughed it out. I was thinking about just collapsing this morning after I finished my work. but I'm so glad that I didn't. I had so much fun. Ruina is gonna happen. I've got a couple of days off of stream. I'm coming back on my Monday. It'll be Sunday for everybody who's in North America. But I will see you guys on Monday, and we'll probably be playing Ruina. We'll see how it plays out. But probably going to be playing Ruina. I think I'm going to do 2 days a week of Ruina, and then probably 2 days a week of something else. It depends on whether or not I can poke my friends into playing Project Zomboid with me on stream, because that would be really fun. Ruina does have achievements, and it's on Xbox as well, which means that I can put the keyboard drawer back. I've been having shoulder problems these days. I need to readjust my desk setup. I think it's a combination of my seat height and my monitor height. I think I need to elevate my monitor like 8 centimeters or something. It needs to go up higher because it's fucking with my levator scapula. I'm a touch therapist, by the way, so I know anatomy and physiology. I'm fucking my body up, and I know exactly what part I'm fucking up and why. So I need to fix that. But anyway, put a pin in that. I'm sleepy. Again, love you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you for being here. I will see you all next time. Toodles. Yeah, you too. Have a nice night. Oh, yeah, that's right. There's a thing I wanted to do.
I love you. I love you.
Take
I
the
love
love bomb.
you. I love you.